Okay, so another detailed course vlog today. If you haven't seen the first video to this, I'll put an annotation on the screen or link will be in the description. So we have 3 holes here today. Hole 1 is the 5th hole, which is a 437 yard par 4. The next hole is a par 3 and the one after that is a par 4. So I'm just going to take you through the troubles and what I'm going to do to play this hole. Okay, so normally as this hole is left to right, I would go about fading it, but I'm not going to do that because I'm actually hitting a very consistent draw at the moment. Bunkers out there, 240, left and right, and the trees sort of come away from the fairway in the gap, which is my driver distance. So just going to try and hit a little draw up here. That's probably the best shot I've hit all year. Okay, so I'm going to try and take you up there with a view of the green. Bunker there on the right, everything slopes from left to right here, the green as well. Fairway bunker there, which is like, that's only about 80 yards away from me, so I don't have to worry about that. Elevation sort of like maybe 20 feet. The green's probably about 20 feet above where we are now. So I'm probably going to sort of add on, I don't know, 5 yards for that. No wind at all, it's absolutely dead out here. Let's have a look what we got. So, taking everything into consideration, 151 to the pin. Probably an 8 iron I would have said. See how we get on. Get an 8 iron distance is normally 157, but I'm sort of, because the distance is 151, I think the elevation is going to counteract it. Let's have a look. Little draw. Looks like it's good for distance. Slightly left, top of the green, I think. Okay. So this is tricky, very, very tricky. The putt's about, I'm probably going to be aiming 3 foot outside left. And obviously this whole green from where my ball is downhill. It's not actually that downhill to start with, and then it just gets over this little ridge here in the middle. And then it's going to be very, very, very quick. So 8, 9, 10. So around 35 feet-ish. 35 feet. Down the hill, 3 foot outside left. All I'm focusing really on here is the pace, which is the most important things on putts like this. Direction's never going to be that far off. Get in. Get in there. What putt. Cheeky birdie to start on the hardest hole on the course. Thank you very much. Okay, so hole 6 is 138 yards to the centre. Bunker there on the right, which doesn't really come into play from this tee box. Bunker on the left, which does, mainly because of that pin position today. Normally we're back here on the whites, but there's a tournament tomorrow, so they are closed. Wind is slightly into as well. But it's quite a big drop, so you could say it's probably playing around around its normal yardage, around 138. Okay, so I just bushnelled it. I've actually got 143 to the pin. I've got my 9 iron out. I'm going to hit a little draw again. It's my natural shot, which actually suits the hole anyway. It's going to have to be probably quite a big 9. I'm going to commit to this quite hard. Aiming just inside the right edge of the green, right edge of the right hand side. And stayed there. That's poor, that's a really poor shot. Just short right. I'm just going to hit another shot there, hitting it a little bit softer with the 8 and see how I get on. I'm not really one for knocking down shots. I've always been one for really hitting them quite hard, really. I always seem to strike it better and able to commit to it a little bit better as well. So yeah, I'd say this is about half a club too much. So I'm going to have to knock it down a little bit more. Still aiming slightly right. A lot better shot. That's all over it. Staying a little bit right again. Yeah, a lot better. I mean, that's 7 or 8 foot away. So maybe, I don't know, it's debatable, isn't it? Maybe I am better knocking it down after all. I mean, everyone's different at the end of the day. I mean, I've always better, as I said, I've always been better hitting it harder, but a lot of people just, especially a lot of players on tour now, they are knocking it down a lot more, other than Rory McIlroy, who just seems to go at absolutely everything. So as you can see, my second ball where I knocked it down was actually a really decent shot. Yeah, maybe it was the right club. Maybe I underclubbed the first time. Definitely wasn't as good. Should repair that. Oh. I haven't got the best of lies here. Green's running completely away from me again. I got my 58. Just gonna try pitching it quite low. So it's almost like a chip and run with a 58-degree wedge, really. Just onto the green, should run out all the way down to the hole. Hands quite a long way forward. Just running it. About right. Come around a little bit. Yeah, solid shot. Happy with that. Very happy. Shot, tap that one in there at my beat. Tidy par. 3-3 start. Okay, so hole 7, which is our third hole, is 388 yards. As soon as you get over this hill here, it's all downhill to the green. Now, it's kind of a tricky tee shot. I'm always in favour of my stinger shot here, but you can't hit it too far because these trees here narrow in. If you get too far down, that's at about 240. So I'm going to hit quite a low 3-iron here and leave myself probably going to be around 160 in, 160 yards in. All right, let's see what we can do. I've got ball flight cam out here for you. 3-iron, pretty much as low as I can. It's just the safest shot I got in the bag, really. Perfect. Right hand side of the fairway, happy days. Okay, so like I said, right hand side of the fairway was actually just off. As you can see, the trees narrowing in here. It's tighter than it looks on here. Anyway, take you down to the green. Big drop in elevation again. Not really much to say about the green. It's pretty much flat. Bunker on the right, quite tight to it. Fairway bunker, you know, if you hit driver on this tee, you're stupid anyway. So, fly a lie, slightly downwind. It's going to be maybe even 2 clubs less. Let's see how far I got. Just quickly bushing it. 174. So 174 normally, yeah, it's normally sort of 7.5, 6 iron. But I'm looking at hitting, you know, almost an 8 or a 9 here. I'm going to go with the 8. As I say, you know, I'd rather be shorter down the green than longer the green here because it's out of bounds long, so I'm just taking precaution for that. And just aiming just right where the pin is. Should end up around centre of the green again. Little draw. Sticking, slightly drifting right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pin high, Pin high right, about 20-25 feet. Pretty good shot. Okay, pretty cool view here from just below the green. Camera's sat down a bit. All I'm aiming to do here is really get my palms. It's sort of what I call a go for lag. Make sure it gets there, but only just past the hole. If it's going to go in, just drops in. About 2 balls outside right. Good pace. Again, focusing more on the pace than I am the direction. Hit that very off the toe. You rewatch that on video. Very, very off the toe. Tap it in. Solid 3 holes, 1 under. Good golf, striking it well. Maybe need to work on my putting a little bit. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment below, like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already.